So to conceal this brow, I'll be using the Ferrari concealer palette. It's one of the best concealer in the market. It's durable and the product is very nice. So, and it's actually for all skin color. So I'm using a flat blending brush, 2-in-1 flat blending brush with the concealer palette here. So I'll take a shade, then I'll just go underneath the brows that I have drawn. I'm not going to enter inside, no, where the brow stopped. So I'm just cleaning out the excess so that my brows can look very sharp. So I'm not going inside the hair at all. It's just underneath it that I'm going to, just like this. Then I'll spread out with the brush to make sure everything is wet. I'm not taking too much product too, just little product. It goes a long way. Then I'm going to blend this excess concealer out with my brush. So this brush I'm using, like I said, is a 2-in-1 blending brush. It has a flat side and it also has a fluffy side for blending. So I'm using the dark shade of the concealer to do the tip of the brow. That's the start point of the brow. The reason why I'm doing this method is because I am not doing full makeup yet. Like there's no foundation on her face. I'm just doing like a regular brows, how you do your brows. Normally I will not want to do this because it will ruin some things that I've done either on the eyeshadow or the nose contour. So but I'm doing this because we're just doing brows tutorials for this. So I will just do the same thing to the other eye. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just following the shape and the drawing I have done to make sure everything is clean. It's not like I want to clean inside the brows. No, it's just the line we're working with. Then you blend that. Blending out is very important at this point. It's very, you see, blending out has a way of making the eyebrow look faint and sharp at the same time. So we don't want those products standing. So we have to blend it out just like this. So that's the same thing I did for the start point. I use a darker shade and then I blend out. So I'll make sure everything is clean and neat before I move to the next step. So this next step now, I can decide not to do the top part of the brow if I am doing eyebrow, but because if I'm doing foundation and all that, but because it's just the eyebrow I'm doing, I want to work on the brows so that you'll be able to do your own when you are working alone. So this, I took the dark shade. I'm not using the brighter shade. I took the dark shade of the concealer and I use it to clean up the top parts of my brows. So I just use it to clean up the top part of my brows. Then I also blend out with that same brush that I've been using to blend since. So you need this 2-in-1 brush for your concealer blend, for your concealer process. Yes, you need it for both blending and application. So I'll do the same thing to the other side using a dark shade concealer. I'm not using the lighter one. You can see the color I'm using on top of the brow is darker than the one I used under. So I'll just, this one I'm not really going to do much because the brow is already clean. So I'm just showing you in case you have any error, you can do the same process. Use this concealer to tidy the error, but don't clean your eyebrow, don't clean the inside. It's just the edges we are working on. Then you blend out. Then you blend out. Yeah, you blend out like this. So this is my brows. So because, okay, let's assume this person is not going anywhere or is going somewhere but she's not going to do foundation and all that, so we cannot leave this eyebrow like this. I'm just going to kind of blend it into her skin. Yeah, I'm going to try and blend it to her skin with my powder brush. I'm using my powder brush to do this. So there's no foundation on this face, it's just the powder that I'm applying on those areas. So you can as well extend the powder down all over her face, but I'm just going to focus on this point where I have the eyebrow. Yeah, so this is basically how you do your eyebrows, and this method works for everyone, and I would really love to see you try your own. I think with this class you're giving me 4 eyebrow practical. So if after the 4 eyebrow practical there is no error, proceed to foundation and all that. But if there is error, you have to like repeatedly do it, then you do correction, then you do it again, because getting your eyebrow right is a very important step of the makeup, because you're going to do makeup for every work you do for any client. You're going to do eyebrow, sorry, for every makeup you do for any client. You cannot afford to get it wrong.